Good evening, guys. Warm welcome to the program. Hope all of you are doing fine. There are many live participants across various streams. We are live streaming this session in LinkedIn and other social media like YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. If you have any question, you are welcome to comment or like and share. Hope you are able to hear me. Like in the previous session, we were debating many topics and specifically towards the Apix certification. Are they really required? Okay, you can see my previous recording are available in various channels, specifically YouTube channel. You can subscribe there. You can see various topics, including on this specific Apix topic. So now, having understood that it is essential part for your career growth, being a supply chain professional, you need to have the certification, especially when you are looking for a job or you are looking to change your job. These certification are must, and specifically if you are looking for a job in multinational companies, they use this as a filtration medium. Okay, so let us understand what is this certification, what are the costs, how to prepare for the examination. So I am going to take you to their website, Apix website, and explain you. Meanwhile, I am Apix certified professional. My name is Pataviraman. You are welcome to check up my LinkedIn profile. Now I will proceed to their site. Earlier it was apix.org was their site. Now it is changed. Let me share the screen so that you can see the screen also. Hope you are all able to see me and hear me properly. If you have any concern, please let me know. Meanwhile, if you have any doubts or clarification, you are always welcome to type in the comments so that I can respond. On the screen, you are seeing their site. Earlier, it was apix.org. Now, it will redirect to their new site, which is active since the last 2 years. It is known as aacm.org. ASCM means Association for Supply Chain Management. This is their official site. If you need any importance, so you can see in the home page for what is there for individuals and what is there for organization, and they have various annual events, especially in the US. So you can connect with them. If you a member, you will also receive some various magazines and related information, and also some survey report like salary and career report. All this you can log in if you are a member. Otherwise, there are other details with respect to certification which are available for anyone without having to pay anything. So when you click get certified, you will get some information. Specifically, you see three important certification from Apix. One is called CPAM and another one is CSCP. Third one is logistic related CLTD. So if you are purely in logistic domain, you can opt for CLTD, certified in logistic transportation and distribution. And if you are at a junior level or you want to go in depth, then you can choose CPAM. This is where you can get more of chain content, especially what is happening inside the organization. If you are bit experienced, middle or senior level, the most probable one is CSCP. but possibly you may not get in-depth understanding about supply chain. Here it is assumes that you already have overall knowledge, and here it explores even outside the organization. Okay, CPM is within organization, whereas CSCP is supply chain outside the organization, how the integration takes place with all the supply chain participants, and you will also get some knowledge about marketing, finance, and other related things. So it assumes you are at middle or senior level. As such, there is no restriction for you to take any specific course, because one of the basic condition is being a graduate. In India, 100% of the people are graduates, so you can opt for any one of this designation. My suggestion is, if you want to learn in depth, then you can opt for CPAM. That's where at least you will understand some concepts about CPAM. On the other hand, employers doesn't distinguish. They simply may look for CPMs, I mean APICS certification. So let us explore. Suppose if you are interested in CSCP, explore CSCP button. If you click, you will get a specific detail about CSCP, what are the costs involved, and what how to prepare. In fact, they guide some details. It is for a global audience, not for specific to Indians. When you go down this page, you can get the cost detail here. For example, learning system, which is both online and offline. When you enroll for this, you get the material delivered to your place, and also you will get a login ID and password where you can access the same material online, and also you will get some practice test. CSCP maybe 800, 900 mock tests are available, but they are very clear. The mock test provided by ASCM or the material provided by the ASCM is only for reference, and the questions may not come from this material. This you have to be very clear. The second one is a exam. Suppose assume that you are going to do self study 100% and you don't want any APICS material, then you can also have the possibility of taking the exam directly. But I can only caution you, you have to be very careful. When you see the exam fees, you may understand, because this is for one attempt exam. Okay, but all these exams are instantaneous. You can choose your time of your preference and schedule your timing. The exam is roughly 3.5 hours, but maybe you have to be available in the exam center some half an hour earlier. So totally 4 hours may be required. The next third option, they are having a bundle. Okay, so it is roughly 2,169. You can see what are all available, like a learning system and exam. Then second chance exam, in the they provide sometime offer that you can attempt a second time also, that is included in the package. Digital and printed books, this is what comes as a part of learning system. You have to be careful. Learning system is alone only for learning system. It doesn't have anything like exam, whereas exam is purely exam. It doesn't include learning system. But if you go for a bundle, you will get a combination of learning system, exam, as well as membership item. As far as the online study tool is concerned, the standard material, whatever learning system is available, you are going to get it. And the exam content manual they refer, and totally it comes to 2,169 US dollars. Okay, but you have to be careful. This doesn't include any training. It assumes that you are going to self prepare by, even after paying 2,169. If you need official training, that's also available. Roughly cost will be 1,000 US dollar. So if we combine everything all together, including training, it may be around 3,000 US dollar, not only for CSCP, maybe for even other program. The rough cost of any of this program is 3,000 US dollar. Maybe you may get some discount here and there. Okay. So on the other hand, if you are interested in 100% self preparation without taking any study material, then minimum is the exam fees. Okay. This is what is shown in the center. Then as you go down, you will get some idea about where are the application and which type of organization requires. Maybe in India now, a recent period, MNC started looking for this requirement. I have demonstrated this in my previous session. You can go to my YouTube channel and check the previous videos there. Okay. As far as eligibility is concerned, in India, everyone is eligible because most of us are graduates or postgraduate. If you are not a graduate, possibly you need 3 years related experience or any other similar certificate. But I feel 100% of our Indian candidates are eligible, and you can see as you go down, there are 8 modules currently available. The module wise detail is given. Supply chains, demand management, and forecasting is module 1 for CSCP, module 2, global supply chain network, module 3, sourcing products and service, module 4, internal operation and inventory, module 5, forward and reverse logistic, module 6, supply chain relationships, Module 7, Supply Chain Risk. Module 8, Optimization, Sustainability and Technology. So on yearly basis, some minor changes takes place. Once in 3 or 4 years, possibly you will also see some renaming, reformatting takes place. But as it is, there is no major changes compared to the previous version. I have been seeing CSEP for last 20 years. There is no major change. Maybe the covers are changed. Maybe module is increased or decreased. Number of books increases or decreases. But you need not worry about that. CSEP is CSEP, and the content remains more or less same. Here, you of course you are getting the macro level detail, and possibly if you want micro level content, you may have to take exam content manual that is sold for a price. If you are a member, the price will be less. Of course, you can see it in this page. So they have given option, the path to certification. One is the learning system. So whatever syllabus we are talking is totally covered in this material. You can see the books. There are 2 manuals available, which you, if you officially pay the amount, you will get it delivered to you. And the same thing is also available in the digital format. Be careful if you are directly applying or getting this books directly, then you have to check for customs duty and other thing. It's always preferable to buy it through some recognized agents in India. That is always better. So you will get some content here. It doesn't give in-depth detail about the contents, but overall they try to explain. Okay, these 2 books put together may come to 1,000 pages, but in addition to this, maybe you have to refer a lot of books if you are not able to get the desired scores in the mock test what they provide. And as they are saying, you can also do self study 100% without taking learning system. Maybe by taking some textbook which is recommended by Apix, you can also pass. There are very few percentage of people who do self study, and they are very brainy people. You give them any book, they will digest it and pass the exam. If you are not of that category, be careful because the exam fees is more than $1,000. So in that case, you need to have some guidance. Okay, don't try to attempt without having any guidance. And it will be very difficult, especially if you are a practical person and have some 10 to 20 years experience. Then it will be relatively difficult. Okay, though these are application oriented, but the exam format is totally different. Whereas if you are a fresher, juniors, and you are out of a college, touch with books, then it may be relatively easy. The second one, what I am told you is instructor led. So you have either online directly, you can enroll in the online program, or regional partners are there where they provide training roughly around 40 hours, and the cost is also $1,000. So roughly you can assume $3,000 can be the package. And there are instructor supported and corporate group. Earlier there were many organizations sponsoring it, but nowadays I am seeing very few organizations sponsoring, because in the job market there are many people who are all certified. In any case, you should also understand that by getting the certification, it may improve your chances of getting a job in multinational company, but not necessarily improve on job performance. On job performance is different, but getting into a job is different. So this type of certification definitely adds value to your resume, and chances of getting interview call is higher. Okay, but performance of job is different. There you need a different skill. Okay, so you can also download a very brief brochure by giving your name and email ID. You can simply download. It's not very detailed. Whatever you are seeing in this page is given there. And you can also see about the exam process. So as an exam process, I have told you, you can pay this exam fees only when you are ready. Don't pay now itself, because the exam fee duration is valid. When you pay exam, you have to attempt within 6 months or so. So you have to be careful. Only when you are ready, you can apply for exam. Possibly you have to take some mock test, and if you are getting some satisfactory score, you can pay the exam fees. Otherwise, you can schedule it at a later point. The pass percentage, they follow a percentile system. If you convert into regular system, then at least 70% is required to pass. If you take global average, passing percentage will be different for different kinds of certification. CSCP, around 60 people pass in their first attempt, but this don't get confused with India. India, many people they attempt to even without having the study material or guidance or training. So the pass percentage in India is relatively poor. I assume it is less than 20%. Okay, because many people just dive for self preparation, and without any guidance, this is where there is a big problem. And next one is frequently asked question. If you have any details, you can give the details here and schedule the exam. It is always preferable that you schedule some 2 weeks earlier. Don't schedule much in advance. There are a lot of centers. They have alliance with who exam centers. So it's all online objective type of questions. Normally you will get 150 questions. Out of that, 20 is pre-test questions, means they don't have marks. Only 130 questions will be valued. I advise you to schedule in exam center rather than taking the exam from home, so that you get the exam atmosphere. But all this exam should be last. Don't go to the exam in the first phase. So you prepare first and do mock up. If you are able to score at least 80% and above, then only you should schedule the exam. For I have seen for some people they have been making several attempts over several years and they are not able to clear. Possibly they don't have clear proper guidance. Though they are working the supply chain field, I have seen many people struggling for years. At the same time, for a fresher or a junior, they are very easy. Just like that, they pass the exam. So, especially CSCP is like that. It's more of a management, nothing specific to supply chain. So, if you are a management graduate, MBA, so it may be possible to easily clear such kind of exam, but difficult when it comes to CPA IM exam. So, you can see all these details are available. Maybe some, if you are interested in CPEM, all that detail is available. You can go to the respective pages if you want looking for different certification. Roughly, you can expect that overall cost will be around 3,000, and you may get discount if you're enrolling for entire thing, but you have to be careful not to schedule the exam. The CSCP alone comes in two parts, so you have to take exam in two times exam, and you can see the price for each kind of exam. You have to pass both the parts to get the CPM certification. By passing one part, you cannot take the certification. Of course, the part one is extremely easy. It is given as a invitation for the people. On the other hand, CPM part two is extremely difficult, and CPM is one of the oldest APICS certification. In fact, earlier it was having five parts. Now it is comes with only two parts. In any case, you need guidance, proper guidance to succeed in this exam. Okay, possibly CLTD, also similar kind of information you can find from the site. So you will get all the basic information in the site, but of course you will not see the detailed syllabus what is covered. So, any one of you watching live, if you have any doubts, clarification, you can type in the comment. In fact, we provide mock test and training, also guidance for exam preparation. If you need any doubts or clarification, either you can type in the comments now or you can contact our executive. You can see in the comments the numbers are available. Maybe I will wait a couple of minutes. If anyone need any clarification, you can type in the comments. Any doubts or clarification? In fact, we provide detailed mock test as per the exam format, 150 question timed. So you can check with our executive and take such exams if you, even if you are self preparing. Depending on various package, I can also provide exam preparation guidelines. If you are watching offline, you are also welcome to reach to me uh, by commenting in any of the medium whatever you're watching. On the other hand, if you want to see our previous videos, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel There you can see all our previous videos. Thanks for watching. Have a nice evening and a nice weekend. Bye.